After this meeting with Waraka, she became stronger in her desire to marry Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but she was still not sure how to go about it. One of her very close friends, Nafisa bint Mumba, knew of her inclination. One day she told Khadija radiallahu anha that what was bothering her so much was not a major problem, and she herself would help her to solve it. She went immediately to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and without much ado, she requested his permission to ask him a very personal question. When he said he had no objection, she asked why he had not yet got married. He said he did not have the financial resources. Then she asked him if he would be willing to marry a beautiful lady from a noble and wealthy family who was inclined towards marriage with him. He asked whom she was referring to. When he learned her identity, he said that he was willing, provided she was willing to marry him. Of course, Khadija radiallahu anha was overjoyed. The two uncles of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Hamza radiallahu anhu and Abu Talib radiallahu anhu, approached her uncle Umar bin Asad with the formal proposal. It was accepted and the date was fixed. The two families began preparing for the wedding. On the dates that had been fixed, the families and friends gathered and the marriage was solemnized. Halima Sadiya, who nursed the Prophet ﷺ in his infancy, was specially invited for the wedding and traveled to Mecca from her village. When she left after the festives, Khadija presented her with household goods, a camel, 40 goats, as an expression of gratitude to the lady who had taken such good care of Muhammad ﷺ in his infancy. Khadija was very blessed in the marriage and had 6 children. First, 2 sons, Qasim and Abdullah, then followed the daughters Zainab, Ruqayya, Kulthum, and Fatima radiallahu anha. They were wonderful, intelligent children, and it was very happy, peaceful, and content households. But all this did not seem enough. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam felt something was missing, and he was extremely restless. He would retire for a month once a year to Cave of Hira to dedicate himself entirely to prayer and meditation. One day he felt the presence of another being who held him in his arms in a tight embrace. Then he loosened his hold and asked him to read. Muhammad answered that he was illiterate, but the person repeated the same act and phrase again and again. Then finally he read this ayah, which are the first revelation of the Quran.